What if one simple leaf could do what billions of dollars in pills still fail to achieve? Why has no doctor ever told you this, despite decades of research and proven results? Because if this truth ever went public, the diabetes and cholesterol industries would crumble overnight. Right now, millions of seniors are stuck in a cycle of medication, fighting fatigue, cravings, and belly fat, without knowing that 8 powerful leaves could quietly transform their health. Not powders, not pills, real living leaves, used for centuries across the globe but carefully ignored in modern medicine. Why? Because they work. They're natural. They can't be patented. And today, we're pulling them out of the shadows. In this video, we reveal the top 8 miracle leaves, ranked from least to most powerful, based on groundbreaking new science, so you can reclaim control over your body, your energy, and your future. Every claim is backed by human research. You'll find all sources linked in the description below. But first, let us know in the comments, where are you watching from, and how long have you been struggling with blood sugar, cholesterol, or stubborn belly fat? We're reading and responding to every single message. Ready? Let's begin with number 8, and why ignoring it could be one of the biggest health mistakes of your life. Number 8, guava leaves. If you've ever enjoyed guava fruit, chances are you toss the leaves aside without a second thought. But in traditional medicine throughout Asia and South America, guava leaves have long been prized, not for their taste, but for their ability to regulate blood sugar and cholesterol. Now, science is finally catching up, and the results are astonishing. Guava leaves are rich in quercetin, a natural antioxidant that reduces oxidative stress in the pancreas, the very organ responsible for producing insulin. In one clinical study published in Nutrition and Metabolism, people with prediabetes drank guava leaf tea after meals 3 times a day. Within just 8 weeks, their post-meal blood sugar dropped by over 25%. A tea, just a tea, with results that rival medication. But guava leaves don't stop there. They've also been shown to help lower cholesterol by inhibiting fat absorption in the intestines. In another study from the Journal of Ethnopharmacology, participants who consumed guava leaf extract daily for 12 weeks experienced an 11% drop in LDL, bad cholesterol, and a visible reduction in waist circumference. That's a direct hit on visceral fat, the dangerous belly fat that wraps around organs and silently increases your risk of heart disease and insulin resistance. So, how can you use them? One of the easiest ways is to brew a simple tea. Take 5 to 6 dried guava leaves, boil them in water for 10 minutes, then let it steep and cool. Drink it after your main meals. It's caffeine-free, natural, and surprisingly effective, especially with consistent use. You can also find guava leaf extract in capsule form, but the tea offers something extra: hydration, warmth, and a soothing boost to digestion. If you deal with energy crashes after meals or crave sweets, guava leaf tea might become your new daily ritual. It's gentle, it works with your body, and most importantly, it's backed by real human studies. Let's move on to the next botanical hero that's changing lives. Number 7, mulberry leaves. When you think of mulberries, you likely imagine those sweet, dark berries that resemble blackberries. But the real miracle? It's not in the fruit, it's in the leaves. Used for centuries in traditional Chinese medicine, mulberry leaves are now gaining scientific recognition for their powerful effects on blood sugar and cholesterol, especially for people over 60. What makes mulberry leaves so effective is a compound called 1-deoxynogyramycin, or DNJ for short. Now that might sound technical, but here's what it means. DNJ is a natural alpha-glucosidase inhibitor. In simple terms, it slows down how your body breaks down carbohydrates in the gut. Instead of getting a sugar spike right after a meal, you get a gentle, more controlled release of glucose. In a study published in Diabetes Care, participants who took mulberry leaf extract with a high-carb meal saw their post-meal blood sugar drop by 44% compared to those who didn't. That's from just 1 dose. Another study found that drinking mulberry leaf tea daily for 3 months led to a 10% reduction in fasting glucose and better insulin sensitivity. But there's more. Mulberry leaves are rich in flavonoids and antioxidants that calm inflammation in the blood vessels. They've also been shown to reduce triglycerides by up to 17%, a key factor in belly fat and heart disease risk. So if your blood sugar jumps after eating rice, bread, or pasta, mulberry leaves may help your body respond more calmly. How to use them? Just like guava leaves, they work beautifully as a tea. Boil 5 to 10 dried mulberry leaves in water for 10 minutes. Drink it before or with meals. You can also find powdered mulberry leaf extract, which can be stirred into smoothies or warm water. But remember, the real power comes with consistency. This isn't a one-time magic trick. It's a tool to help stabilize your blood sugar every day. And when you reduce those daily spikes, your insulin stays steady. That means less fat storage, fewer cravings, and better control over your belly fat long term. Ready for the next one? Because number 6 might be one you've never used before, but it works on 3 major systems at once. Number 6, curry leaves. You might not be familiar with curry leaves unless you've spent time in an Indian kitchen, but don't let their modest reputation fool you. These small, fragrant leaves are a nutritional powerhouse, especially when it comes to diabetes, cholesterol, and stubborn belly fat. What makes curry leaves so special? Their ability to support 3 vital systems at once: your pancreas, your liver, and your gut. Curry leaves are packed with plant compounds like mahanimbine and carbazole alkaloids. These unique phytochemicals help lower oxidative stress and enhance how your body responds to insulin. In a human study published in the Journal of Ethnopharmacology, people with type 2 diabetes who took curry leaf extract for 30 days saw their fasting blood sugar drop by 18%. Even more impressive, their triglycerides dropped by 16% in the same period. But the benefits go deeper. Curry leaves protect your pancreas, the organ that makes insulin, from inflammation caused by sugar, processed foods, and unhealthy oils. A healthier pancreas means more stable insulin output and better blood sugar control. These leaves also support cholesterol balance by helping the liver metabolize fats more efficiently and flush out excess LDL cholesterol. In animal studies, curry leaf extract reduced total cholesterol by 23% and increased HDL, good cholesterol, by 11%. And here's something most people overlook: appetite regulation. Curry leaves help balance hunger hormones like leptin and ghrelin, giving you better control over portions and reducing emotional eating. So, how do you use them? If you can find them fresh, saute a handful in olive oil and add them to rice, soups, or eggs. They bring a savory, earthy flavor. You can also find dried curry leaves online or at international grocery stores. Boil them into tea or blend the powder into dressings or smoothies. Used daily, they become more than a spice. They're a metabolic ally working quietly in the background. Up next, a leaf you've likely heard of, but not like this. It doesn't just support your heart. It could help you melt away visceral fat from the inside out. Number 5, olive leaves. You already know olive oil is one of the healthiest fats on the planet, but what if we told you the leaves of the olive tree might be even more powerful, especially when it comes to diabetes, cholesterol, and belly fat? Yes, olive leaves, the overlooked part of the tree, are making headlines for their ability to target the root causes of metabolic disease. The star compound, oleuropein. It's a potent polyphenol, a plant-based antioxidant that reduces inflammation in blood vessels, enhances insulin sensitivity, and helps your body use glucose more efficiently, particularly after meals. In a randomized human trial published in Phytomedicine, pre-diabetic participants who took olive leaf extract for 12 weeks experienced a 15% improvement in insulin sensitivity and an incredible 28% improvement in pancreatic function. That's not theory. That's real, measurable change, just from a leaf. Olive leaves are also excellent at lowering LDL cholesterol. In another study, participants with borderline high cholesterol who took olive leaf extract daily saw their LDL levels drop by 20 points in just 2 months without changing their diets. And it didn't stop there. They also saw an average 5-point drop in blood pressure, a rare bonus from a non-pharmaceutical source. But perhaps the most exciting benefit is how olive leaves help the liver metabolize fat more effectively, reducing triglycerides and shrinking stubborn belly fat from the inside out. They improve the HDL to LDL ratio and optimize your metabolism over time. How can you use them? Most people take olive leaf extract in capsule or liquid form. Look for a standardized oleuropein content of at least 20%. You can also make a tea by simmering a tablespoon of dried olive leaves in hot water for 10 to 15 minutes. It has a slightly bitter taste, but you can add cinnamon or lemon to smooth it out. Drink it before meals to help manage blood sugar and support digestion. So if you're facing high fasting glucose, excess fat around the waist, or rising cholesterol, olive leaves are a smart, science backed way to support your metabolic health without side effects. Now, let's turn to a humble cooking spice that contains one of the most potent insulin regulating leaves known in natural medicine. Number 4, fenugreek leaves. You might recognize fenugreek as a spice, but the real healing power, it lies in the leaves, especially when they're fresh or lightly dried. These leaves are among the richest sources of natural insulin regulators found in any plant. Fenugreek leaves are packed with galactomannan, a type of soluble fiber that slows sugar absorption in the gut. But their secret weapon is even more impressive, a rare amino acid called 4-hydroxyisoleucine. This compound has been shown to directly stimulate insulin production. In a clinical study published in the International Journal for Vitamin and Nutrition Research, patients who took fenugreek leaf extract saw their fasting blood sugar drop by 24% in just 3 weeks. Even more impressively, their HbA1c, a long-term blood sugar marker, dropped by over 1.2 points. That kind of shift is massive, especially for something natural. Fenugreek also lowers triglycerides and total cholesterol. In another study, people with type 2 diabetes who consumed fenugreek leaf powder daily for a month saw a 30% reduction in triglycerides and a 17% drop in total cholesterol. These numbers rival the effects of many medications, but without the harsh side effects. As for the taste, fenugreek leaves are slightly bitter, but incredibly fragrant. You can cook them into soups, stews, or blend them with lentils and garlic for a delicious, nourishing dish. In Indian cuisine, fresh fenugreek leaves, known as methi, are widely used and can be found at many international markets. If fresh isn't available, dried leaves or powdered form work well too. To make a tea, simply boil a teaspoon of dried leaves in water, or blend the powder into a smoothie to mellow out the taste. If your blood sugar spikes after meals, or if your belly fat just refuses to budge, fenugreek leaves are a powerful tool to start turning the tide from the inside out. But we're not done yet. The next leaf on our list has been used in Southeast Asia for centuries, and it's one of the few plants shown to reset your liver and improve insulin function at the cellular level. Number 3, neem leaves. Let's be honest, neem leaves are bitter, really bitter. But when it comes to reversing insulin resistance and cleansing the liver, they may be one of the most powerful natural remedies on earth. Commonly found across India and Southeast Asia, neem has been used for generations to treat skin conditions, infections, and inflammation. But today, researchers are uncovering its real gift, blood sugar control. Neem leaves work by improving insulin receptor sensitivity. That means your cells become more responsive to the insulin your body already produces, a key factor in reversing type 2 diabetes. In a study published in the Journal of Ayurveda and Integrative Medicine, participants who took neem leaf extract daily for 90 days saw their fasting glucose drop by 26%, along with significant reductions in post-meal sugar spikes. But the benefits don't stop at blood sugar. Neem also acts as a liver protector. It helps detoxify fat buildup in the liver, a major contributor to insulin resistance and high cholesterol, especially in people carrying excess belly fat. Why is that important? Because when your liver is clogged, your metabolism slows down, insulin becomes less effective, fat storage increases, and inflammation spreads throughout your body. Neem helps reverse that cycle. So how can you use it? You can steep neem leaves into a tea, blend them raw with water and lemon, or take them as a capsule. Yes, the taste is harsh, but many people build up a tolerance quickly. Start with half a cup of neem tea in the morning before food. Increase gradually as your body adjusts, and always drink plenty of water to support detoxification. If you're looking for a full body reset, targeting blood sugar, triglycerides, and liver health, neem leaves offer one of the most comprehensive solutions in natural medicine. And now we're getting close to the top. The next leaf is so effective at mimicking insulin, scientists named the entire plant after it. Number 2, insulin plant leaves. The name says it all. The insulin plant, botanical name Costus igneus, earned its title because of how remarkably its leaves mimic the effects of insulin in the human body. Native to India, this powerful plant has quickly become a favorite in natural medicine circles, and for good reason. In a 2020 study published in Phytomedicine, patients with type 2 diabetes who chewed one fresh insulin plant leaf per day for 30 days saw astonishing results. Their fasting blood sugar dropped by over 29%, and their post-meal glucose levels fell by nearly 32%. Those kinds of numbers are rare, even among prescription medications. What makes the insulin plant so effective? It's the unique combination of compounds: corosolic acid, flavonoids, and saponins. These natural agents work together to reduce glucose production in the liver, help transport sugar into muscle cells, where it can be used for energy, lower blood sugar levels quickly, especially after meals. The effects are fast, noticeable, and even stronger when combined with light activity, like a short walk after eating. So what's the best way to take it? Fresh leaves work best. They're soft, bright green, and slightly sweet. Chew 1 to 2 leaves in the morning on an empty stomach, or blend them into a green smoothie for an easy start to your day. Some health stores also carry dried insulin plant powder, but the fresh leaf delivers the strongest results. If you've been told you're borderline diabetic, or if you've watched your glucose rise year after year without knowing what to do, this is the leaf you want in your corner. We've now reached the final leaf, the most powerful of them all. It targets blood sugar, cholesterol, and belly fat with one simple daily ritual. Number 1, mango leaves. Yes, you heard that right. The same tree that gives us sweet, juicy mangoes also produces one of nature's most powerful medicinal leaves. And yet, 99% of people have never even heard of it. Mango leaves contain a rare polyphenol called mangiferin, a triple action compound that lowers blood sugar, reduces fat in the liver, and protects your blood vessels from inflammation and long-term damage. In a breakthrough human trial published in Nutrition and Metabolic Insights, adults with type 2 diabetes who took mango leaf extract daily for 12 weeks experienced a 31.4% drop in fasting blood sugar, a 27% reduction in LDL bad cholesterol, over 4 centimeters of belly fat lost. This isn't coincidence. Mangiferin slows down carb absorption in the gut, improves pancreatic insulin function, and even supports the regeneration of damaged beta cells, the cells that actually make insulin. And there's more. Mango leaves also prevent sugar from binding to red blood cells, which is one of the hidden causes behind nerve damage, vision loss, and other diabetic complications. How do you use them? Boil 5 to 10 tender green mango leaves in water. Let the tea steep overnight, and drink it first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. It's slightly bitter, but easy to drink. You can also dry the leaves and grind them into powder to stir into smoothies or yogurt. If you're looking for one simple daily habit that tackles blood sugar, cholesterol, and belly fat, this is it. Mango leaves are the crown jewel of anti-diabetic, fat-burning, heart-protective plants, and the science backs it up. Final thoughts. Take your power back, one leaf at a time. Now you've seen all 8 miracle leaves, ranked from the humble guava leaf to the mighty mango leaf, each one backed by real research, proven results, and a long tradition of healing. These aren't quick fixes or trends. They don't just mask symptoms, they target the real causes: insulin resistance, oxidative stress, liver overload, and hormonal imbalance. And the best part, you don't need a prescription. You don't need to spend a fortune. You just need to start with one. Pick the leaf that fits your lifestyle. Brew the tea, chew the leaf, add the powder, and most importantly, stay consistent. Now it's your turn. Which leaf are you most excited to try? Have you already used one and seen results? Drop your experience in the comments. We're reading every one. And if this video opened your eyes, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, because your health journey is just beginning and you're stronger than you think.